college or university? The coach. Is it university or college?
Then Stratford University.
Are we doing the pledge on every game?
Or that note.
That little light that's on there.
We're not doing the anthem again, man.
That's every time.
All right, man. How about you?
I see you all the time. I watch the game live,
Oh,
but I see
I
you
was
all the
been
time.
told that.
I told you that when I see you, I'm gonna shake your hand. You are awesome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please keep watching.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Come on, BJ. Go out for that. Go, man.
I'm not the I'm not the executive director. I'm not the executive director of the school.
Man, it wasn't the best version. It was. Sold the most copies and everything.
A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Apprentice Athletic Center for the 9th annual MLK Classic. Today's men's basketball game features the Cardinals of Stratford University and your Apprentice School Builders. Before you meet this afternoon's starting lineups, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor our nation and all those serving around the world, preserving and protecting our freedom with the playing of our national anthem. Stratford University Cardinals. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Melville, Louisiana, number 12, Kendall Marshall. At guard, a 6'1" junior from Suffolk, Virginia, number 13, DeAndre Demio. At guard, a 6'2" freshman from Portsmouth, Virginia, number 32, Dominique Williams. At forward, a 6'5" junior from Hampton, Virginia, number 1, Ron Davis.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to courtside here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center here on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding in Newport News, Virginia. Good afternoon, everyone. Howard McCain here with you for the second of 3 games this afternoon in the first and opening round of the 9th annual MLK Classic taking place here in Virginia at the Newport News Shipbuilding campus. And we are so happy to be here with you, and we thank you for joining us. And right now, the men, we just saw the women go down by a score of 68-47 to the Lady Tigers of Voorhees College. Now it's the men's turn, but the men are taking on a different opponent. They're taking on Stratford University, the Cardinals of Stratford University, right here out of Newport News, Virginia. ESPN is calling today Super Saturday, and because Virginia is playing Duke and the Lakers are playing the Rockets, and also Kentucky is playing Auburn. But folks, so what? Super Saturday is right here on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Both teams have been introduced. The officials have also been introduced, and we're getting ready for a tip-off here in just a moment. But quickly, the starting lineups for the home builders. Our starters are Bryant Fuller, Corey Joyner, Drew Walton, Marion Moore, and Sam Morris. For the visiting Cardinals, who are being brought in by their head coach, Franklin Chapman, they are going to counter with Ron Davis, Kendall Marshall, DeAndre Demel, Jamonte Ricks, and Dominique Wilkins are the starting 5 for the Cardinals. So both teams are off of the bench at half court, ready to tip off game number 2 of the 9th annual MLK Junior Classic being played right here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. And the tip is finally controlled by Sam Morris of the Builders, our officials. CJ Arms, Joey Carruthers, and Dawood Mills.
What are you doing, BJ? Sprint to it. Sprint to it.
Here's Corey Joyner with the basketball, working against the man-to-man defense early on by Stratford. 10 seconds left on the shot clock as you hear the coach, Evan Key, let his team know where they are in the shot clock. Is a long 3-point shot. Goes. Corey Joyner opens the scoring for the Builders, 3-0 over Stratford, who come into this afternoon's game with a 13-3 record as the ball sails out of bounds. Deep in the corner, next to the former athletic director here at the Apprentice School, Keisha Paxton. Here are the Builders back on the attack, leading 3-0, 19:06 remaining in the first half. Here's Fuller, guarded closely. Sam Morris comes and rescues him, gets the basketball, shot up, no good. Rebound control by the Cardinals as they run. Here's Marshall, and he's fouled. Marion Moore collects that first foul.
Builder foul, number 23, Marion Moore.
So that'll be his first and the team's first. And that sends Kendall Marshall to the line for the Cardinals to shoot 2, who, again, the Builders defeated earlier this season, 96-87. Very good Stratford team. Again, they come in to this afternoon's basketball game with an overall record of 13-3. Builders coming in 9-8. And the second of 2 goals. The Builders lead 3-2, 18:48 left. And again, the Builders 9-8, 4-2 in conference play. Both teams currently ranked in the United States Collegiate Athletic Association. That's the USCAA. As Fuller is tied up underneath, but Morris anticipates the pass, gets the steal, and the layup. 5-2 Builders lead over the Cardinals, 8:23 left. Again, both teams come into this afternoon's game ranked in the USCAA. The Cardinals ranked number 4, the Builders number 7. As DeAndre DeMille scores for Stratford. 5-4 our score. Drew Walton misses the front end. 5-4 our score. Builders lead. 17:50 left. Dump down low. Shot up and good. And that's Javante Ricks with a basket. And the Cardinals take the lead. 6-5 over the Builders. 17:38. Corey Joyner works. Feeds to Walton. Kick out. Here's Morris. No one there. Looks. Tries to go underneath the basket for the layup. Misses. Here's DeMille. Give off to Dominique Williams, but he's fouled. The foul is going to go on Brian Fuller. That is his first, and the second team foul is substitutions set to make their way into the basketball game for the Builders. But first, Dominique Williams is about to shoot two. And he misses the front end of the first. As Brandon Joyner, Andre Brown, and Caleb Molesky make their way into the basketball game. Cardinals currently up by a single point, 6-5 over the Builders, 17:13 left in the first half as the second of two goes down. 7-5 our score. Builders with an early 5 points. Quick start to the basketball game. Have somewhat cooled down a little bit the last couple of times down the court. Unable to get good shots at the basket as this long three-point shot goes in and out. For Corey Joyner. 16:52 left. Cardinals work. Here's Marshall. Marshall strip. Molesky out to Walton. Walton. Blocking foul. That foul call is going to be called on Andre DeMille. That is his first personal foul and the first team foul, so Drew Walton will step to the line to shoot two. 16:37 left in the first half. Cardinals lead by a single bucket, 7-5. And make it 7-6 as the Builders counter with Miles Barrett. Quavon Crittenden is in for Stratford along with Keon Tucker. And the second of two for Drew Walton goes down. So we're tied, ladies and gentlemen, 7-7 here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding. 9th annual MLK Junior Classic. As we get a tie-up underneath, and the possession arrow is in favor of Stratford. Nice crowd on hand tonight to watch this game. As Stratford inbounds to Marshall. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Marshall works it down low. Wow. Looks like traveling there on Ron Davis, but nothing called. Ron Davis, the 6'5" junior. And he's every bit of it. In the middle. Here's Brown, shot missed, rebound taken by Stratford. Stratford 9-7 is the lead for the Cardinals as we have a steal by Walton, but he steps out of bounds. So possession will go back over to Stratford. They did not count that as a change of possession, so the shot clock does not reset. 22 seconds left on the shot clock. 15:47 left in the first half. 9-7 Cardinals over the Builders. Game number 2 of the weekend as a long three-point shot is missed. Rebound taken by Brown. Here's Barrett. No good. Rebound taken by Ron Davis. feed, corner to Marshall. Back over to Crittenden. Here's Tucker. Shot is up and good. 11-7 is our score now as Brown goes on the attack. Tough shot, but he's fouled. That foul call is going to go on Keon Tucker. That will be his first personal foul. As the lights go out momentarily, I think someone may have leaned up against a light switch here in the arena. I hope they don't do that again. 15:03 left as Brown shoots two. And his first one drops. 11-8 is our new score. Andre Brown seeing increased minutes as the season has worn on. He's earned them and has actually played well when in the basketball game. As he misses the second of two, and as soon as that shower down praise, something bad happens. I won't be doing that for the rest of the game. Shot is up, no good, but we have a foul. And that foul is called on the aforementioned Andre Brown. So that'll be his first personal foul and the team's third. As Keon Tucker steps to the line to shoot two for the Cardinals, who lead now by 3. And will continue to lead by 3 after that missed free throw is Marion Moore, Bryant Fuller make their way into the basketball game. Substitutions have also made their way onto the floor for the visiting Cardinals, and we'll get to those substitutions momentarily. As the second of two goes down for Keon Tucker, Kendall Marshall makes his way back into the basketball game, along with Kendall Shepard for the visiting Cardinals, who currently lead by 4, 12-8 over the Builders. 14:48 left. Here's Joyner to Walton to Barrett. Barrett looking, finds Fuller. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound taken by Stratford. We have a foul call, and the basket is good. That foul call is on Drew Walton. That is his first personal foul, the team's fourth. Brandon Joyner makes his way into the basketball game for Drew Walton, who sits. (14-8) is our score. 14:31 left in the first half as the Cardinals step to the line. DeAndre DeMille misses. Here's Joyner. I'm sorry, that's Barrett. But the layup is good. 14-10, our score. 14:20 left in the first half. Builders sprinted out to a quick 5-0 lead, but it's been Cardinals, pretty much the Cardinals ever since, who've led once they took the lead, 7-5. As they work outside the three-point arc. Here's Marshall. Shot no good. Here's Joyner. Running. Looking. Finds Joyner. Joyner shot blocked. Put back. No good. Stratford with the rebound. Here's Marshall. No, I'll take that back. That's DeMille. Rebound comes off to Joyner. Fast-paced basketball game early on as Barrett penetrates, dishes. Shot, blocked. But the Builders will keep the basketball as Dominique Williams, and I'm having to stop myself because, of course, I want to say Dominique Wilkins. But it's Dominique Wilkins into the basketball game. Not the human highlight reel Dominique Wilkins, who played several years for the Atlanta Hawks after finishing up his college career at the University of Georgia. Here's Marion Moore. Shot up and good. 14-12, folks, our score. The Cardinals lead by a single basket. Shot up. No good. Tipped around. Rebound taken by Marion Moore. Joyner runs. There's Moore. Spot up shot is good. We are now tied 14-14. 12:48 left in the first half. Here's DeAndre DeMille. Feed down low to Marshall. Shot no good, tipped around, controlled by Stratford. Putback is good. Ricks with the putback. And for Ricks, that is his 4th point of this afternoon. We have a foul call.
Stratford foul for 13, DeAndre DeMille, his second, third.
DeAndre DeMille with the foul call as Drew Walton makes his way into the basketball game. He's also joined by Quavon Crittenden and Swain Turner for the Cardinals. 16-14 Cardinals, 12-18 remaining, 17 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time for Joyner. Kick out to Joyner, who thought about the long 3, but instead was able to get it down low to Drew Walton for the layup. 16-16 is our score, 12 minutes left. In the first half, Cardinals shot, missed, foul, Moore. That foul call is on Marion Moore. That is his second personal foul to go along with his 4 points. So he may have to sit.
Dominic Williams at the line for the Cardinals, shooting 2.
As the Builders are set to sub in for Marion Moore, who picked up 2 quick fouls. Dominic Williams to shoot 2. First, no good.
Brian Fuller in the game for the Builders.
Bryant Fuller makes his way into the basketball game as Marion Moore, with those 2 fouls, is going to have to sit for a while. Can't run the risk of him picking up a cheap 3rd foul prior to the half, so he'll sit for a while. As the second of 2 goes down for Dominic Williams, 11:54 left. Cardinals by 1. Here's Joyner. Looking, can't find anyone, decides to pull the trigger on the long 3, no doing. Crittenden with the rebound. Feed goes down low into the paint. No doing that time for Turner. Builders are running big time. Shot up, no good. No foul call on that one, as the Cardinals are out and running themselves. Feed deep in the corner. 3, no good. Rebound comes off to the Cardinals, and the putback is good for Marshall, as we're going to get a timeout. Timeout by the Builders. That is their first charged timeout of the half, and we'll come back courtside quickly. 19-16 is our score. Builders trail, as they've trailed pretty much the entire first half, as we saw the Builders come in and sprint out to a quick 5-0 lead. But after that, the Cardinals were able to get back on top, 7-5, and they haven't looked back since. So, Builders have everything right in front of them. A lot of time left in the half, 11-10 still left to go. But the Builders are right where they want to be, with a very athletic and a very fast-running Stratford team. This is a lot of team speed that the Builders are having to deal with from the Cardinals. Cardinals are a very good team, ladies and gentlemen. They are no pushover. Again, campus located over near Oyster Point in Newport News. This team comes in tonight with a combined record of 13-3 on the season for Coach Franklin Chapman. So they are no pushovers, currently ranked 4th right now in the USCAA, the same conference that the Builders play in. So timeout is over. We take a look around. Nice crowd showed up this afternoon for the second game of the MLK, the 9th annual MLK Junior Basketball Classic here on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. We see that the mascot for the Builders has also shown up. So, nice atmosphere here as the Builders go back on the attack. They're trailing right now 19-16, folks. 11:03 left in the first half. Here's Brown. Guarded closely in the corner, able to find Walton. 15 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time still left. Joyner with the basketball at 10. Here's Joyner. I'm sorry, this is Barrett. Miss. Was almost able to tie up Turner underneath. Unable to do so. So the Cardinals on the attack. Shot. No good. Rebound. Put back. No good, as well as Fuller gives off to Barrett. Here's Brown. Long three-point shot in the corner. No good. Walton fights. Rebound. Foul. Nice hustle underneath to first of all get the rebound and go up with the shot. He was fouled. And that foul call is going to go on Kendall Marshall. So that is his first personal foul to go with his with his 4 points in this afternoon's contest as Drew Walton steps to the line to shoot 2 to try and cut into this 3-point lead by the Cardinals. And the first of 2 is up and good.
Ron Davis back in the game for the Cardinals.
Ron Davis makes his way back onto the floor for the Cardinals as Turner takes a seat. Evan Key in his second season here with the Builders has done a great job. Second of 2 misses. Again, Builders sit at 9-8 overall, 4-2 in conference. Ranked number 7 in the USCAA as Ron Davis pretty much goes coast to coast, unable to come up with a layup. Brown of the Builders is running. Shot comes off. Cardinals, Ron Davis. Pass intercepted, but the loose ball was scooped up and put in by Dominique Williams. 21-17 Cardinals over the Builders, 9:49 left. Joyner finds Walton. Spin move by Walton, shot no good. Cardinals running again. I don't think I remember a possession or a mini possession as the shot is up and good. And there's a foul. That foul is on Andre Brown. That is his second personal foul as Caleb Molesky makes his way into the game along with Brandon Joyner.
Brandon Joyner back in the game for the Builders.
It's pretty obvious what Stratford wants to do on offense. Whenever there is a missed shot, they immediately start to run. They want to try to test this transition defense of the Builders, and so far they've done a great job of converting on the other end on the fast break. Shot is missed. Free throw is missed. 23-17 is our score as the lone corner 3 comes off. No good for Brandon Joyner. And here comes Crittenden. Davis with the basketball, looks, finds. Teammate open. 3-point shot, no good. Here's Joyner. Builders trail 23-17 as the shot comes off of the backboard for Brandon Joyner, misses, and the rebound is lost out of bounds by Drew Walton. So Builders have gone ice cold from the field as Brian Fuller and Jermonte Ricks make their way back into the basketball game. 3 of the current players on the floor for the Builders have 0 points. (23-17), 8:58 left in the first half. Builders on the full court press, it's broken. Ron Davis fouled underneath. The Builders are already in the bonus. So that puts, that puts the Builders. Correction, that puts the Cardinals in the bonus. So shooting the 1-and-1, Ron Davis. With the Cardinals currently leading by a score of 23-17, 8:51 left as the first of 2 goes down. 24-17, Cardinals by 7. Game 2. Shot number 2 goes down. Game 2 of the 9th annual MLK Junior Basketball Classic being played here, the Apprentice School Athletic Center, as a long 3-point shot goes down for Caleb Molesky. Much needed 3 for the Builders as they've gone into a bit of a scoring drought prior to that 3, but they're right there in it, down by 5. Here's Crittenden, shot, misses. Here's Joyner. Looking for an outlet. Finds one to Drew Walton. Beautiful pass to Drew Walton by Corey Joyner. And that narrows the Cardinal lead to 3, 25-22. Ron Davis, feed down low. No foul call there on Ron Davis. Shot is up and good, 27-22. Cardinals lead. 7:53 left. Here's Joyner to Walton, which really isn't his shot. Walton plays around the rim quite a bit, so the pull-up jumper, not really his style. As we have a beautiful feed down low to Davis for an easy 2, 29-22. Cardinals over the Builders. Here's Caleb Molesky. Joyner over to Brandon Joyner. 16 seconds on the shot clock as Drew Walton kicks it over to Joyner. Joyner asks for a screen. Shot clock at 7. 6, here's Molesky. 5, Joyner with the ball. 3, 2, Fuller, pull up 3, misses everything, and that's going to be a shot clock violation on the Builders. Miles Barrett and Sam Morris make their way into the basketball game as Joyner and Fuller take a seat. 7:03 left in the first half as Keon Tucker along with Jordan Santos into the ball game for the Cardinals. 29-22 Cardinals lead. 7:03 left in the first half as Santos moves the basketball up court, guarded by Joyner. Santos works off of a screen from Davis. Here's Crittenden. Feed down low to Davis. Pass broken up. Loose ball control by Brandon Joyner. 6:34 left. Builders down by 7. Here's Barrett. Barrett to Molesky. Beautiful feed to Drew Walton, whose shot is up and good. Drew Walton with the hoop and the horn. That foul call goes on Kendall Shepard, but first, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get a timeout. Timeout being taken by the Cardinals as the Builders look to get themselves right back in the basketball game as they currently trail right now by 5, 29-24. As we're back at courtside, Howard McCain, happy to have you with us again. 9th annual MLK Junior Classic being played here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. We're now into game 2 of the 6 total games that'll be played this weekend as a tribute and recognition of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as we celebrate his holiday coming up this Monday. And again, we're happy to have you here with us. Builders playing hard in front of a very nice crowd here this afternoon. Good to see everyone come out. It's been a beautiful day here in Virginia Beach. Oh, not at Virginia Beach. If that's where I could be, that's where I would be. But right here in Newport News, Virginia, just a beautiful day and some beautiful basketball. We've seen things get a little sloppy at times, but when it's been on, it's been on. And right now, the Builders working hard to get themselves back into this basketball game, only trailing by 5, so it's just a 2-possession lead right now. So if you're Coach Key, tell you guys to just keep playing hard and good things will happen. Timeout is over. Both teams are making their way back to the court. And as we get ready to play out this next 6:21 of the first half. Prior to that timeout, Drew Walton was able to get his shot up and in, and he was fouled. So Drew Walton at the line to try and complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and he does. 29-25 is our score as Santos trap, skip pass, all the way across court to Tucker. Shot, no good. Walton with a rebound. Builders running. Here's Joyner. Over to Joyner. Long three-point shot. Good! And that narrows the Cardinal lead to 1. 29-28, 5:55 left as Santos is stripped. by Joyner. Here's the other Joyner on the run. Back to Barrett. Three-point shot doesn't go down. Rebound fought for and controlled by the Cardinals. Coach Key coaching hard as Davis spins into the lane, but he's fouled. That call is going to go on Caleb Molesky. That is going to be his first personal foul to go along with 3 points. His 3 points in the basketball game as Ron Davis makes his second trip back to the free throw line. Sits at 8 points right now for the Cardinals. Cardinals lead 29-28, 5:35 left as the first of two goes down. Quavion Crittenden makes his way back into the ball game as Ron Davis is set for his second attempt. And just as the first, it goes down 31-28. Cardinals lead the Builders, 5:30 left in the first half as Miles Barrett gives it off to Morris. Morris works off of a screen to Joyner. Back to Morris, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Spin move, Morris, nothing. Good job of creating a shot, just couldn't finish was Morris. As the give goes into the corner, down into the blocks for the Cardinals. Shot up and good for Jamonte Ricks, and it extends the Cardinal lead to 5, 33-28, 4:57 left in the first half as Corey Joyner creates his own shot, and he hits. 33-30 our score, folks. Cardinals lead. 4:43 left as Ron Davis screams for the basketball underneath. Doesn't come as we have an offensive foul call. That player control foul is committed by Jamonte Ricks. That is his first personal foul. Ricks has 6 points this afternoon. That's Barrett. Gets his last bit of instructions there from Key, Coach Key, as the feed goes to Morris. Here's Joyner, 20 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time to work the offense. Here's Molesky to Barrett. Shot clock at 12, Barrett. Splits the defense, but he's fouled. Miles Barrett with the aggressive move, able to pick up the foul on Keon Tucker. That'll be his second personal foul as Barrett prepares to step to the line. He'll shoot, I believe, the 1-and-1 as he misses. 7 total team fouls on the Cardinals. 8 total team fouls for the Builders, so we'll shoot foul shots for the remainder of the remainder of the first half, actually, as Ron Davis works, shot blocked. Long three-point shot, good! Corey Joyner, and that ties the score, 33-33, here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Cardinals and Builders tied. Here's Marshall. Long rebound tipped out of control to Tucker. Here's Crittenden. Deep corner to Marshall, but I believe the possession will stay on this end. So the shot clock is at 20 for the Cardinals. Dominique Williams into the basketball game as the inbound is made to Marshall, to Crittenden. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Marshall, looking, still looking. Can't find anywhere to go with the basketball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 7, 6, shot up and good. Marshall shows the patience needed to get the ball into the lane for the 2 as a long three-point shot misses all existence that time for Morris. So the score sits at 35-32 as Fuller makes his way into the basketball game. 35-33 is the score as the Builders trail by a single basket, but playing hard, make it them trailing by 2 now as they give up a layup to Ricks. 2:40 left. Here's Joyner, shot up, no good. Rebound tipped around and controlled by the Cardinals. Here's Marshall. 2:29 left in the first half. 37-33 is the score as the rebound is tipped around and the shot is put up and in by Dominique Williams. So we've gone from being tied at 33 apiece to the Builders being down by 2 possessions, 39-33. Here's Joyner. Jump stop. Fight for the ball. Last touch by Drew Walton.
Are they calling timeout? What's the deal? What's the deal?
Substitutions make their way into the ball game for the visiting Cardinals as Kendall Shepard onto the floor for Marshall. 2 minutes left, first half. Builders trail by 6. As a long skip pass comes right back out, but the ball is stolen by the Builders. Here's Fuller, spin move. Bank shot, no good. Ricks controls for the Cardinals. Here's Ron Davis down low, but there's a foul call. Drew Walton is extremely frustrated as he has to be taken out of the game as Marion Moore makes his way into the ball game. Marion Moore, 2 fouls, caused him to have to sit this one out for a while to go along with his 4 points. Is Ron Davis, who's already scored 10 points in the first half, makes the first of 2, and that pushes the Cardinal lead to 7, 40-33 remaining. Feels like a rivalry game this evening as the Cardinals try to invade Builder territory, try to pick up a win, a revenge win from the earlier time that they played each other earlier this season, where the Builders went into Stratford and won 96-87. So we got a lot of time left in this basketball game as the Builders attack. Here's Fuller. Fuller with a flush. 1:10 remaining here in the first half, and the Builders trail 41-35 as the bench for the Builders look for a foul there. Nothing coming as Joyner out and running. Game clock now under 1. Fuller, shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by the Builders. 48 seconds left. Builders can't hold for the final shot as Barrett calls out the play, slows things down. Feed in the corner. Shot clock at 17. Plenty of time. Shot is no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Marion Moore. So Marshall makes his way into the basketball game, substituting offense for defense for the Cardinals. 33.1 remaining as the Builders counter with Ken Smith for Marion Moore. 33.1 seconds left, so the Cardinals can't hold for the final shot. So if the Builders are able to play defense, stop the Cardinals from scoring, they can get their opportunity to get a last shot prior to the halftime. Shot clock at 13, game clock at 15. Shot clock at 9. Crittenden is going to have to make a move here. 7, 6, 5. He may just pull up a spot up 3. Feed to Marshall, forces the shot, misses everything. So it's going to be a shot clock violation. So a little bit of time will be put back on the clock. It's going to be a little bit over a second, so it's going to be 1.5 seconds. Will be put back on the game clock. So that'll give the Builders an opportunity for a quick catch and shoot. It's good if it goes, and it doesn't, and that's how we're going to reach halftime. And our halftime score, Builders trail the Cardinals by 6, 41-35. Spirited effort by both teams. A lot of energy being put out and shown on the court by both teams. Again, bit of a rivalry game. Both teams are here in the same city. Builders here over in Newport News, while the Cardinals also here in Newport News over in the Oyster Point area. So these teams know each other. These players know each other. A lot of these guys more than likely grew up and played ball together here in Newport News. So rivalry game comes to a quick end to the first half. 41-35 is our score. Builders playing well. They're right there, only down by 2 possessions here in the first half as we get ready to take a look at some of the first half stats. As soon as they're delivered, we'll see exactly how things played out. But if you're Coach Key, you're really pleased with the effort out of your basketball team. Really, really played with a lot of energy and full of a really nice crowd here for the second of 3 games upcoming this afternoon as part of the 9th annual MLK Junior Classic here being played at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Your leading scorer, Corey Fuller, poured in 11 points for the Builders in the first half to go along with 10 points being put up by Drew Walton. Drew Walton leads all rebounders for the Builders at 7, and right now the Builders sit at 35 total points. Builders took very good care of the basketball, folks, only committed 2 turnovers in that first half. For the visiting Cardinals, your leading scorer, Ron Davis, the big man in the middle, he has 12, followed up by Jamonte Ricks with 8, and it is the aforementioned Ron Davis who leads all rebounders for the Cardinals with 7. Again, they've committed 6 total turnovers in the first half. So that's how things are going to end, as both teams have already made their way into the locker room, and we're going to take a break. But don't go anywhere. Second half action upcoming here, game 2 of the 9th annual MLK Junior Classic here on the campus of the Apprentice School Athletic Center. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
My name is Letitia McCain. I am Director of Education of the Apprentice School. And I think the most fun part of it all is building a relationship with the students.
You know, the opportunity we can offer here at the Apprentice School is a very unique one. To prospective student athletes is just, it's one of a kind.
My favorite part about being an apprentice is getting to work with my hands and playing football. And since I came in the yard, I've matured a lot, coming in straight out of high school, and I'm able to work better with others.
Oh man, it's a great experience. I mean, you're doing what you love. You're learning a great trade that you can use anywhere. It's just a great experience, best experience I ever had.
I loved it because it taught me time management, it taught me patience. I was one of those ones that did everything last minute, so it taught me how to go to work, get time for resting, get time for homework and school, and stay on top of things. My favorite thing about being an apprentice has to be the numerous opportunities that you get. As long as you show initiative, determination, and you dedicate yourself, there's no door that can't be opened.
It's not your traditional four-year college scholarship type athlete. Just hearing about the women actually getting out and working every day told me a lot about their character to even sign up and be committed to a program like this. So the challenge, I think, just knowing that these women can do both, it was inspiring.
Wrestling is one of those sports where it takes serious dedication to be really good at. And just like every other apprentice, they're going to school and they're going to work all day. They're working on nuclear aircraft carriers and submarines and being a full-time athlete.
I didn't know what to think. I was blindsided. Got to grow up a little fast, but I made it work. Been here 10 years now. And yeah, tuition free, simple. It's as simple as that.
Most recent grads that are graduating high school, their first year at college or typical university, they're sleeping in sometimes in the mornings. Our guys and young ladies are out beating on steel at 5:30 in the morning sometimes.
It's completely different. You really see how responsible you have to be to get up every morning and get to work, and how much people really rely on you.
This is not for somebody that's soft. It's something that it's very rewarding when you get through it. It's a long day. You're up at 5 or so. You may go to school all day. You may work all day. Practice afterwards. Get home, clean up, eat, do your homework, and get to bed and get ready to do it again the next day. So it's a sacrifice and it's a commitment.
I'd say my proudest moment really is just being able to have this opportunity and do it all. I mean, I got the schooling paid for and made it through that, and being able to do something that I'm really interested in.
But playing baseball is awesome through the apprentice school, because it definitely just opens more doors to move up in the company. You can't have much more fun playing baseball.
Probably is the best decision that you could make coming out of high school. You're going to be able to pay your own bills, start your own career, and also at the same time, you could get your education for free. So it's really a no-brainer.
I was recruited right out of high school. Had a defensive coordinator come to my school and say, hey man, you're not going to have any student debt when you finish up. You're going to get to play football and work with your hands every day. I said, sign me up right then and there. Greatest experience of my life thus far.
You got to have some guts. You got to be hard-nosed to be able to survive this place, this culture, this atmosphere. So what we do is we come in, we tell our guys there are no excuses. We want guys that are smart, that are going to be able to come in here and get the classwork done. That's first and foremost. But secondly, we want hard-nosed guys that really love the game of football. Guys that, you know, they can't wait to get over to football practice, and they love to compete. We play a fast, high-paced, exciting brand of football, so that's something they can look forward to every day. With the way we're trending and the way our program is recruiting, I can tell you that we're going to be moving into some spaces that apprentice football has never been before, and I'm excited about it.
It's a great opportunity to be able to come to the apprentice school, not only play the sport, but also be able to have a career out of it as well, too.
I believe the proudest moment I've had is to see all of our players, you know, walk that stage. I challenge each one of them to become a superintendent as a minimum, and several of them are going through the ranks making supervision, so I'm real proud of that. That's probably more than any of them shooting 69 or 70 in my opinion.
It's a big deal when they come here that they're building nuclear-powered submarines and aircraft carriers for the U.S. Navy, and basketball is just the fun part. But what our apprentices do on a day in and day out basis is protecting our security at home, so it's something that they're going to be able to really take pride in for the rest of their lives.
We play a huge part in the safety of our country, being a contractor of the United States Navy, and it's just an opportunity that we can offer that no one else in America can, so it's really unique here and really awesome.
The opportunity of the apprentice school should be known to a lot of individuals, because it gives students an opportunity to come in and not only learn a trade, but also you get a chance to be an athlete as well. So to be able to get job skills, on-the-job training, as well as interact and be in a world-class company, I mean, what more can an individual ask for?
I'm Michael Allen. I'm the Director of Athletics here at the Apprentice School, and I am a builder.
My name is Brian Cave, and I am a builder.
My name is Nicole Jackson, and I am a builder.
My name is Ben Jones, and I am a builder.
I'm Joey Maben, and I am a builder.
My name is Zach Johnson, and I am a builder.
My name is BJ Maben, and I'm a builder.
My name is Quanisha Bruce, and I am a builder.
My name is Evan Key, and I am a builder.
My name is Mike Amrazovich, and I am a builder.
My name is John Davis, and I'm a builder.
My name is Austin Saylor, and I'm a builder.
My name is Marky Chevres, and I am a builder.
My name is Lou Picola, and I'm a builder.
I'm Brandon Joyner, and I'm a builder.
I'm a builder.
I am a builder.
I am a builder.
All right, hello everybody, we're back. Both teams are out of the halftime locker room, and we're ticking down to the final few seconds left here at intermission of the ninth annual MLK Junior Classic here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center on the campus of Newport News Shipbuilding here in Newport News, Virginia. Thank you for coming back with us. I'm Howard McCain here to bring you the second half of the second game of this fantastic classic that takes place every year right here in Newport News, Virginia. As both teams get ready to make their way onto the court, both teams come out thanks to strong performances by key players early in the basketball game. For the Builders, Corey Joyner, as we stated earlier, poured in 11 points to lead all scorers for the Builders, while Drew Walton led all rebounders for the Builders at 7. On the other side of the court, though, strong effort by Ron Davis, who put in 12 points of his own in the first half to go along with 8 points by Ricks. So the Cardinals come out looking to build on a strong first half, but can the Builders get themselves back in it? I believe they can. All right, and we're set to start and play the second 20 minutes of this basketball game as the Builders start out on offense first. Marion Moore with a kick out to Fuller as the Builders work it around the horn. Here's Joyner to Morris as everyone for the Builders has touched the basketball on this possession as the shot clock ticks under 10. Here's Joyner looking, Morris, step back, long three-point shot. Rebound comes off, but controlled by Moore. 41-35 is our score as Joyner's shot is blocked, but possession will remain with the Builders. 19:23 left. Builders trail by 6. Moore set to trigger. Feed back in down low to Moore, but he lost the basketball. But Joyner able to get it back. How he was able to find Drew Walton, I'll never know, but he does. Drew Walton with the hoop and the horn. Count the basket, the foul. So at the line to attempt to complete the three-point play is Drew Walton. Again, Drew Walton able to put down 10 points of his own in the first half, now has 12 and make it 13 as the Builders cut into the Cardinal lead, 41-38, 19:08 left in the first half as Davis pours in his 14th point of this afternoon. Strong effort by Ron Davis. 18:52 left, Cardinals 43, Builders 38. Here's Fuller. Walton, shot clock at 17. Here's Moore to Joyner. Shot rims in and out. Rebound pulled down by Ron Davis for his 8th rebound of the basketball game. DeAndre DeMille for the basketball being guarded. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. 18:21 left on the game clock. As they reset, shot clock dips under 10. Long three-point shot, no good. Joyner with the rebound. As Joyner, no one lets Joyner know that there's someone coming up behind him. Normally when that happens, somebody yells out wolf or fire or something of that magnitude to let the dribbler know that there's a bandit coming up. Nobody let Joyner know and almost got his pocket picked. As it goes, ball goes out of bounds. Possession stays here. With Fuller, feed to Walton. Walton on Davis, shot up and good. 43-40 is our score. Cardinals lead by 3. 17:47 left. Here's Marshall to Davis. Davis misses. Drew Walton with another rebound. Builders have a chance to either cut into the lead or tie with a 3. And there was a miscommunication by Walton and Moore. Walton thought that Moore was going to continue to cut to the basket. He didn't. He stopped. And the pass sails out of bounds, so that's a turnover for the Builders. 43-40 our score as we get a steal. Here's Fuller, forces it. Blocking foul. So Fuller will go to the line and shoot 2. As that blocking foul is called on Dominique Williams. That is his first personal foul to go along with his 6 points in the first half as Brian Fuller prepares to step to the line to shoot 2 to try and cut into this 3-point lead by the Cardinals. Free throw is up and good. 43-41 is our score as Kendall Shepard makes his way into the basketball game for the Cardinals. As the second of 2 goes down. Brandon Joyner makes his way into the ball game along with Quavian Crittenden for the visiting Cardinals as they lead now by 1 point, 43-42, 17-16 left as we get an officials timeout. As the officials, I believe there was a substitution that should not have taken place for the Cardinals, so they've placed Kendall Shepard back onto the floor and have taken Quavian Crittenden out. So we're back to action here as Marshall pushes and gets the easy layup. 45-42. Here's Fuller on the other end, 17 minutes left in the second half. Here's Joyner. Fuller with the basketball, feed down low to Walton. Finds Moore with the kick out to Joyner for 3, no good. Rebound comes off to DeMille. Spot up jumper misses. Moore with the rebound. Here's Brandon Joyner. 45-42 is our score. Fuller on the wing. Can't find a dribble drive to the basket, so he kicks it back out top to Joyner. 13 seconds on the shot clock. As Joyner is tripped. But prior to that, we have a foul call.
Cardinal foul number 12, Kendall Marshall, his second, 13 foul.
And that foul was on Kendall Marshall. That is his second personal foul to go along with 8 points. Good thing that happened because Joyner got tripped by his own player. And it could have very easily have been a traveling violation, but as it goes, the basketball stays with the Builders. 45-42, 16-18 left in the second half. Here's Joyner. Moore, deep corner, dribble drive to the basket, foul call, and they're going to call that one on the Cardinal. That foul call goes against Jamonte Ricks, and that is his second personal foul to go along with his 8 points. Is Marion Moore, who scored 4 points this afternoon. He's at the line, set to shoot 2. As the first of 2 goes down, Ron Davis, who took a very brief rest for the Cardinals, is back into the basketball game. He leads all scorers for the Cardinals at 14 points. And the second of 2 by Marion Moore goes down. Andre Brown back into the ball game for Brian Fuller. Builders trail by 1. 45-44, 16:08 left in the basketball game. And this one just very may well come down to the wire as this game continues to stay close throughout. Neither team can really pull away from the other as the Builders force a tough pass out of the double team. But it's actually brought down and shot up and good by Crittenden. And that gives the Cardinals a 3-point lead. Joyner working. Looks, finds Brown. Shot, no good. Rebound corralled by Ron Davis. 47-44 Cardinals. 15-19 remaining in the basketball game. Ron Davis. Shot up and good. Right when it seems that the Builders are about to take over. The Cardinals do just enough to keep a decent enough cushion on the scoreboard between themselves and the Builders as the Builders working around the horn. Three-point shot is good. 49-47 is our score now. 14:49 left in the basketball game. Here's Shepherd. Cardinals work it down low to Davis, which has been their formula much of the afternoon, but we have a foul. That foul.
Foul, 11, Andre Brown, his third. First team foul in the second half.
That foul goes on Andre Brown. That is his second personal foul.
2 shots.
So Jamonte Ricks will shoot 2 as the Cardinals lead by a single basket, 49-47. And the shot goes down. Brian Fuller makes his way into the basketball game along with Miles Barrett for the Builders. 50-47 is our score. 14:34 left in the basketball game. And the second of 2 goes down as well. Barrett, trapped, needs some help, gets it. 25 seconds on the shot clock. It's Moore. Kicks it to Fuller. Shot goes up, but it's blocked out of bounds. Builder bench screaming for a foul. Nothing called. So it'll be Builder basketball with 17 seconds left on the shot clock. 14:20 on the game clock. It's Moore in the lane. Shot up off the back is good. 51-49, back down to a single basket lead for the Cardinals. Here's Marshall, deep corner to Davis, back to Crittenden, who feeds to Davis. He's cut off on the baseline, but he's fouled. That'll only be the second team foul. Second personal foul for Brandon Joyner as Corey Joyner comes in to give Brandon Joyner a rest. 20 seconds left on the shot clock, 13:52 on the game clock. Feed inside to Davis, who's forced out of the lane. Crittenden misses. Shot clock resets as DeMille gets the rebound and resets the offense at the top. DeMille, skip pass, back across to DeMille, 3-point shot, goes down. 54-49, 6-point lead now by the Cardinal. And once again, right when it seems like the Builders are going to get back in it, the Cardinals are able to create just enough offense to create just enough space on the scoreboard between them and the Builders to keep this crowd quiet. Here's Barrett, works into the lane. He's tied up. And the possession arrow is in favor of the Cardinals. That looked more like a reach-in foul to me, but I'm not an official, so I can't really call that one. So we just have a timeout taken by Coach Evan Key to get his guys on the sideline and get them coached up. So 12:56 remaining here in the basketball game. The Builders currently trail right now by a score of 54-49. And just like I've said a couple of times, it seemed like right when the Builders get ready to make a push on the scoreboard, the Cardinals have done just enough offensively to get a couple of baskets and play well enough defense to put enough cushion between them and the Builders that they can relax a little bit in the basketball game. But you have to give it to the Stratford Cardinals. They played extremely well this afternoon, but the Builders still have everything in front of them. A lot of time left in this basketball game. This crowd is itching for something to be able to scream about because right now the Cardinals are in control, and they pretty much controlled throughout. Since taking about a 7-5 lead in the first half, they have not let up. It has been balanced scoring throughout. Ron Davis currently leads all scorers for the Cardinals now as we have crossed over into the second half. But As you can hear by the buzzer, timeout is over. Both teams now making their way back onto the court. Again, 54-49 is our score. Crowd waiting, anticipating the Builders erasing this 6-point deficit and getting themselves back on top in this basketball game so that they can have something to cheer about as we play on in the 9th annual MLK Junior Basketball Classic here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Howard McCain with you, along with Sekou Fry, our producer engineer for this afternoon's game, as the shot clock is down at 6. Here's Ron Davis, 5, but he traveled. Turnover for the Cardinals. 54-49 is our score. Cardinals lead by 6. Just a 2-possession ball game. 12:27 left as Joyner crosses the timeline. Here's Barrett off of a screen. Walton to Joyner. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Moore, short. Rebound taken by DeMille. Davis feeds. Basketball goes down low. Kick out to DeMille. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 11:53 left on the game clock. Here's Crittenden. Kick, long 3-point shot. Goes down for Marshall. Good defense, but just better offense on that possession for the Cardinals, and they extend their 6-point lead. Actually, their 5-point lead now to 8. 57-49 as we have a foul call. And that foul happened prior to the shot for Quivon Crittenden. That is Crittenden's first personal foul to go along with his 4 points this afternoon. 11:29 left. Builders trail by 8, 57-49. Barrett attacks, finds Moore. Shot goes down. 57-51, Cardinals over the Builders. Here's DeMille to Davis to Marshall. Step back, short. But it's saved and bounced off of Marion Moore out of bounds. So the basketball stays on this end. Kendall Shepard in for Crittenden. 13 seconds left on the shot clock, 11:01 left on the game clock as the feed goes inside to Davis, but we have a foul call. That screen, a foul was called on the screen that was set by Ricks for the Cardinals. So for Ricks, that'll be his 3rd personal foul to go along with his 10 points. Here's Moore to Fuller. Barrett works. Walton, rebound, put back, good. 57-53, Builders right there in it, ladies and gentlemen. 10:38 left in the ball game as DeMille works. Short on the 3, but we have a foul on the putback. I believe that foul is going to go on Marion Moore, and it will. So for Moore, that is his 3rd personal foul and the 3rd team foul as Jamonte Ricks steps to the line to shoot 2 with 10:31 left in the basketball game, and the Builders trailing by 4 here at home. As the first of 2 goes down, 58-53. As Wayne Turner makes his way into the basketball game for the Cardinals. Kendall Marshall takes a seat. And the second of 2 for Jamonte Ricks goes down. So for Jamonte Ricks, that is his 12th point this evening. Builders trail by 6. 10:23 left in the basketball game as Joyner and Joyner work off of a screen. I'm sorry, that's Barrett. Barrett into the lane. I believe he traveled. Correction, there was a three. I believe Barrett used an arm bar to try and create space to either get the shot off or get the pass off. So he's called. That's Barrett's first personal foul to go along with 2 points. As the Builders continue to trail by 6. Just under 10 minutes now left in the basketball game as Shepard works off of a screen, unable to hit the jumper. And here's Barrett. Barrett finding Joyner. Joyner slashes, finds Fuller. 3-point shot, no good. And there's a foul on the rebound. That rebound is going to be on Drew Walton. Kendall Marshall wakes his way into the ball game for the Cardinals as a little bit of perspiration is being mopped up off of the court. That's just a player safety issue. It's taken care of. So the Cardinals will inbound. They'll go the length of the court here with Shepard. Inbounding it to Riggs. Here's DeMille, who gets across the timeline easily. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Builders trail by 6. DeMille continues to work. Kicks it for 3. No good. Caleb Molesky with a rebound. Here's Joyner. Off to Barrett. Here's Joyner, shot clock at 16. To Walton, feed into Molesky. Molesky works off of the glass, shot good. 59-55, folks. 4-point lead by the Cardinals, 8:50 left in the basketball game.
By yourself, Drew, by yourself.
DeMille continues to work, can't find anything as the defense is really good in the lane right now in the paint for the Builders as the player steps out of bounds. That's just good defense that time by Fuller to force a mistake by DeMille, who just simply held the basketball for way too long. Had to try and make some type of decision with the basketball because it was late in the shot clock and he committed a turnover. So the Builders, trailing by 4, 59-55, go on the attack, 8:26 left in the basketball game. Joyner with a crossover, easy lane to the basket. And the Builders now down by a single basket as the crowd starts to come alive. 59-57, DeMille with the basketball, looking. Marshall over to Ricks. Shot goes down, and that's a 3. As we get a timeout. Timeout being taken by the visiting Cardinals as the Builders have now fallen behind by 5. And once again, we've said it on several occasions that it seems like right where the Builders start to make a little bit of a run, the Cardinals do just enough on offense to continue to keep that cushion between them and the Builders. Seemed like all the momentum seemed to be making its way across court to the Builders, but again, the Cardinals, thanks to a long 3-point shot that time by Ricks, was able to put just enough cushion between themselves and the Builders. So, Builders have to just keep playing, folks. 8:03 remaining in the basketball game. They're only down by 2 possessions, so they're right there. So the game is not out of reach. Continue to play hard, continue to defend. Now, if they hit those 3-point shots, you just kind of have to live with that. It's the easy baskets that you don't want to give up to this team down the stretch. So continue to play tough on defense as we saw Fuller able to force a turnover, making the players step out of bounds. So it's up to the Builders to continue to play hard. So timeout is over. Both teams make their way onto the court for this final 8:03. Game number 2 of the 9th annual MLK Junior Basketball Classic being played here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Again, thank you for joining us, and thank you to Bayport for sponsoring, as the long 3 by Joyner is missed off of the timeout. 62-57 is the score, 7:45 left. DeMille works for the 4th ranked Stratford Cardinals, where Dominique Williams shoots an air ball. So that's a turnover. 7:37 left. Builders trail by 5. Here's Barrett to Walton. Works. As we have a traveling violation on Ron Davis. So the ball goes back over to the Builders. Now that's an extra possession on this end. 62-57, Cardinals lead the Builders. 7:20 left as Walton is fouled underneath. Drew Walton with 17 points tonight, looking to add to that point total as the Builders trail by 5 here at home in game number 2. And the first free throw goes down. Folks, Builders are right there in it. The 7th ranked Builders at 9-8, 4-2 in the EMAC. Currently sitting at number 7 as the second of 2 for Walton goes down, sitting at number 7 in the USCAA rankings. Playing the team that's ranked number 4 in the USCAA rankings, the Stratford Cardinals. They sit at 13-3 under the tutelage of Franklin Chapman. Playing well, 7:02 left. Cardinals 62, Builders 59, as Ron Davis able to work his way inside. 64-59 is the score. Here's Fuller, 6:50 left. Here's Walton to Barrett. Joyner looking, 16 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time, skip pass to Fuller, who loses it. There's a tie-up. Jump ball is the call, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Cardinals. Okay, so there was a correction at the scorer's table, so the possession arrow was in the wrong direction. So it's supposed to be now Builders ball as Marion Moore makes his way into the basketball game. 6:35 left. Cardinals lead 64-59. 9 seconds left on the shot clock for the Builders. So the Builders were inbound right in front of Coach Evan Key, again in his second season here with the Builders. 6 seconds on the shot clock, feed down low to Moore. Shot up and good. 64-61, 6:25 left. Builders trail by 3. Here's DeMille in no hurry as the shot clock is down to 15. Here's Marshall. Marshall kicks to DeMille. Shot up. Rebound over the back on Ron Davis, and folks, that's going to be a foul. So the Cardinals are already in the bonus. So the Builders will walk all the way down court to shoot the 1-and-1 will be Drew Walton, who currently has 19 points this evening, has played well and most of all has played hard this evening for the Builders as he steps to the line to shoot the first of the 1-and-1. And the first shot is good, so 20 points to match his jersey number for Drew Walton. Looking for his 21st point at the free throw line. 5:59 left in the basketball game as the second of 2 goes down. Caleb Molesky on for Marion Moore, who takes a seat. Caleb Molesky, 5 points of his own tonight, 5:53 left. Builders trail by 1. Can they get a stop here? Give themselves an opportunity to go on offense to look for the lead. Here's DeMille. Splits the defense, shot up off the glass. No good, rebound, bounces around and taken by Walton. Builders running. Here's Fuller, shot up and good. And the Builders battle their way all the way back from a halftime deficit to take the lead. With 5:20 left in the basketball game, the Builders 65, the Cardinals 64. 15 seconds on the shot clock as DeMille takes the lead right back. Big shot that time by DeMille. Just when it looked like the Builders had all the momentum, folks, DeMille just issues a dagger from three-point land, and they give the Cardinals the lead right back, 67-65, 5:08 left in the basketball game, and this is a good one that more than likely is going to come down to the wire. These teams aren't any strangers to each other. They've already met back in December. Again, that game was actually played at Stratford, where the Builders were able to win that game by a score of 96-87. But the Cardinals have come into tonight's game focused and prepared to play. Franklin Chapman has done a great job of preparing his troops, but so is Evan Key. These guys from the Builders are playing extremely well on the back of Drew Walton, who right now sits at 21 points for the Builders. But there's still a whole lot of basketball game left to be played. 5:08 left to be played in the game. Teams both have enough timeouts. I believe the visiting Cardinals have 3, while the Builders have 4. So, game still in doubt. Let's continue to watch and hope that the Builders can make the right choices and hit the shots down the stretch to win this basketball game. Both teams are out of the timeout. They're making their way onto the floor for this next 5:08. It'll be Builders basketball. They trail by a single basket, 67-65, 5:05 remaining in the basketball game. As we continue to play out game number 2 of the 9th annual MLK Junior Classic, as Fuller pulls a long 3 off the front end. No one underneath for the rebound except for Ron Davis of the Cardinals. And the Cardinals go back on offense with the slim lead, 67-65. Davis works, shot up and good. 69-65. Cardinals, again, doing just enough to keep that cushion there on the scoreboard between themselves and the Builders, and we have a foul call. That call is going to go on Ron Davis. So for Ron Davis, folks, that is his 4th personal foul, and he now has a target on his back. If you're the Builders, for the remainder of this basketball game, you go right at Ron Davis, who is the leading scorer for the Cardinals, as the first of Marion Moore's 2 are up and good, and that narrows the Cardinal lead to 3, 69-66. Davis pretty much has run things down in the paint this evening for the Cardinals. And the second of 2 by Marion Moore are up and good. Caleb Molesky comes in for Marion Moore to give him a rest. 18 points right now for Ron Davis, but most importantly, he has 4 fouls. So he has to play soft on defense if he wants to stay in this basketball game for the remaining 4:12. Here's Davis on the low blocks. Kick out to DeMille. Shot no good. Joyner with the rebound. Joyner to Joyner. Joyner looks, brings it out. I believe now that's Barrett with the basketball. Step back 3. Comes off. Rebound taken by Crittenden. Would have liked to see the Builders work the basketball just a little bit more before taking that long, low-percentage shot. Davis, 4 fouls, works, shot up and in. And that's his 20th point of this afternoon, and that pushes the Cardinal lead back up to 4. 71-67, 3:19 left as Walton works. And he travels. We get a timeout. Timeout being taken by the Builders. Coach Evan Key gets his troops over to the sideline to talk strategy for the remaining 3:08. So we're back at courtside here. Howard McCain with you. It's been an entertaining second half, folks, but it's not over yet. Still a lot of time left to be played as the Builders and the Cardinals attempt to decide who's going to walk out of here with a W. Again, this is game number 2 of the 9th annual MLK Junior Basketball Classic here on the campus of the Apprentice School at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. It's been a great afternoon of basketball game as the first game saw the women go down to Voorhees College, I believe by a score of 68-47. Women played well, just could not pull out the victory, so they fall by 21. But right now the men are right there in it. They are the host team of this Classic, so if you're the host team, you want to win the Classic. So Coach Key is talking strategy with his guys. Again, 3:09 remaining in the basketball game. 71-67 is our score as both teams break their timeout huddle and make their way back onto the court. Jamonte Ricks set to inbound for the Cardinals, and he does. Here's Crittenden. 3:05 left, guarded by Barrett. Man-to-man defense by the Builders as DeMille works down low to Davis, who misses. But there was a late whistle underneath, and that foul call is going to go on Corey Joyner.
Ron Davis at the line of the Cardinals shooting 2 shots.
So Ron Davis will step to the line with the clock stopped, 2:54 left. Cardinals leading by 4. Even if he makes both free throws, it's still just a 2-possession ball game. So the Builders still in good shape with plenty of time remaining as he misses the first of 2. So the score stays 71-67. Builders trail by 4. 2-possession ball game right now. So even if he does make this one, it still remains at a 2-possession ball game. Not really sure what the weight is. .254 left. And the second of 2 is missed. So a fruitless journey to the opposite end of the floor for the Cardinals yields nothing. 74-67 is the score. Caleb Molesky to Joyner. Back to Barrett. Barrett, shot up, misses. Caleb Molesky fights, can't get the rebound, and it comes off to the Cardinals. Here's Crittenden, guarded closely by Brown. Over to Marshall, who's been quiet late in the basketball game, being guarded by Barrett. Shot up, good. Jamonte Ricks, and for Ricks, that is his 14th point of the basketball game. They've now pushed their lead up to 6. Again, still just a 2-possession ball game as we get another timeout. Timeout being taken by Coach Evan Key. That leaves him with 2 timeouts remaining in the basketball game. 1:58 left, and the Cardinals have just surged out to a 2-possession lead in the basketball game, 73-67, and the arena has gone deathly quiet as everybody is nervous and anticipating what's going to happen next in this basketball game. Again, both teams have played really well down the stretch. It's been a very entertaining basketball game, folks, but only one team can walk out of here with a victory. And right now, the Cardinals are in a good position, but it's only a 2-possession basketball game, so if the right plays are called and execution is there, the Builders can get themselves in a position to tie this basketball game up for this final 158. So both teams are continuing to make their preparations for this 158. Builders are already on the floor set to play as the Cardinals make their way onto the playing surface now. Again, 1:58 left. Cardinals lead 73-67, Builders ball. Here's Joyner. Here's Barrett and Joyner working. 9 seconds on the shot clock as the kick goes to Fuller. Now the Builders have to force something as Barrett gets it off. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound fought for, but there's a foul on the rebound, Marion Moore. Builders not able to get the look at the basket I believe that they wanted. Shot is missed. Rebound taken by the Cardinals, but there was a foul underneath. So Ron Davis goes back to the line, and remember his last time down the court, he missed 2 free throws, and right now sits at a 2-possession ball game, and he misses again. So the Builders have a shot. 1:33 left, kick deep into the corner to Joyner. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Crittenden. 1:22 left as the Cardinals work it out. In no hurry to take a shot. They lead by 5. 1:10 left. Builders have to make a decision. Here's Davis, skip pass to Crittenden. Loses the basketball, but there's a tie-up, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Cardinals. So that leaves 1:01 left on the game clock, 5 seconds left on the shot clock for the Cardinals. Cardinals lead 73-67. 6-point lead by the Cardinals. 2-possession basketball game as they force it into Davis. 3, 2, 1. Shot comes off. No good. Here's Moore over to Joyner. Shot clock at 26. We're under 1 minute remaining in the basketball game. So long 3-point shot is good, and we have a timeout. That narrowed the Cardinal lead to 73-70 with 45.4 seconds left in the basketball game. And we've said it before, as long as the 3-point arc exists in basketball, no basketball game is over until that clock hits 000. So the Builders able to get 3. They actually, unfortunately, the 3 points were actually added to the wrong team. So the score is 73-70 Cardinals, not 76-70. But the Builders only down by 1 possession. So you have to make a decision if you're Coach Key. Do you want to just play defense and see if you can force a bad shot and get the ball back with your own opportunity to score 3? Or do you want to start to play the foul game? It all depends on if the Builders are able to get some type of steal in the backcourt early in the shot clock. If they're not able to get a steal, then you have to play defense. If you're able to get a steal, then you're in good position. So let's see strategy-wise what the Builders do. 45.4 remaining in the basketball game. Builders down by 3. Marshall set to inbound for the Cardinals as the officials get themselves in position. For this next 45.4 big seconds of this basketball game is DeMille. Gets the basketball. Builders try to trap, create a turnover. Almost do, as the fans were screaming that DeMille stepped on the baseline, but it never happened. And Barrett is called for the foul. So that will send the Cardinals to the line, up by 1 possession. They're not in the double bonus yet, so this will be the 1-and-1 upcoming for Dominique Williams. So should Williams miss, it will be just a one-possession ball game as the Builders will go on offense. So if you're the Builders faithful here in the Apprentice School Athletic Center, you need to make some noise as they start to do that. As the first of two hits the front of the rim and trickles over and in. Two-possession ball game now. Cardinals lead by 4. As the second of two also goes down, Ron Davis, with his 4 fouls, makes his way onto the floor. Dominique Williams, who just hit those big 2 free throws, makes his way to the bench. 75-70 is the score. Builders have to score and score quickly. They don't necessarily need a 3 right here. They can get something going towards the basket and get a timeout. But they're going to pull the 3. Shot is good! 75-73 is our score. 23.4 seconds left. And that's a big 3-point shot that is up and in for Evan Key and the Builders here at home during the 9th annual MLK Junior Basketball Classic here at the Apprentice School. 75-73 again is our score. 23.4 seconds left, and this thing is not over. Now, the Builders are completely out of timeout, so for Coach Evan Key, whatever adjustments you're going to make for the final 23.4 seconds, you have to make those now. You have to make your team aware of game situations for the next 23.4 seconds. So it is imperative that the Builders use their basketball IQ down the stretch. They only trail by 2, okay? So they have to play defense, or if you're Coach Key, again, if you want to guarantee your team a possession, do you want to go ahead and foul, send them to the foul line, and hope that they miss at least 1 foul shot? The Builders aren't in, I'll take that back, I'm sorry, the Cardinals aren't in the double bonus yet. They're still in the 1 and 1 because the team only has 8 total team fouls. You don't go into the double bonus until you have 10 team fouls. So right now, what is Coach Key gonna do? We're about to find out, folks. So put on your seatbelts as the officials have just added more time back to the clock, 24.1 seconds instead of 24.3. Here's Stratford. DeMille in the backcourt. Full court pressure being put on by the Builders. As the Builders foul, 17 seconds left. So the Builders have decided to play defense in the backcourt. Were unable to come up with the basketball. So as soon as it crossed half court, the Builders committed the foul. So that leaves them with 17 seconds left in the basketball game. Builders with 19 fouls as substitutions are made for the Builders as Brandon Joyner and Marion Moore make their way into the basketball game. Dominique Williams makes his way to the free throw line. Builders need a miss. Williams drains the first. Still a 1-possession basketball game, so if Williams misses this one, Builders have a chance to score and try to tie. And he misses. Builders no timeouts, so they have to play this next 17 seconds, 12. Here's Joyner. Long 3-point shot off the front of the rim. Comes down to Joyner. 4 seconds, but he's fouled! Joyner is fouled. And Joyner was fouled behind the 3-point line, so Brandon Joyner has an opportunity to go to the 3-point line with 3 foul shots upcoming. Builders trailing by 3 with 2.1 seconds on the clock, and these free throws are big. If the Builders want to force overtime here in the 9th annual Dr. MLK Jr. Basketball Classic. So the officials add 0.2 of a second back to the clock, 3.1 seconds left. Joyner at the free throw line. And he misses. So the score, 76-73. pressure free throws from Joyner. So if you're Joyner, if you make this one, you're gonna have to miss the next and hope for a rebound and a putback for the Builders, and the second of 3 comes off. So now if you're the Builders, all bets are off now. I would hate to be Brandon Joyner in that situation. That is a lot of pressure on a basketball player to have to step to the line to hit 3 pressure free throws late in a basketball game to try and force overtime, and Brandon Joyner misses 2 of the 3 so far. So we have a timeout right now by the visiting Cardinals. They're gonna talk strategy. But if you're Coach Evan Key, you may have to tell your team to miss this free throw and hope for a long rebound and maybe a kick out behind the 3-point line when you can get a 3-point shot off. All of that can happen in 3.9 seconds. Really, you only need about a 0.8 for a catch and shoot if you're the offense. So there's 3.1 left on the clock. So if you're Evan Key, what do you tell Joyner to do? Do you tell him to aim for the front of the rim or aim for the back of the rim and try to get a high rebound and a kick out for a 3-point try of your own? Strategy has been talked about in the huddles. Both teams step back to the line for the final 3.1 seconds of this evening's game. And folks, it's been a good one. Thank you so much for joining us. We've enjoyed having you, and here we go. Intentional miss, rebound comes off to Ron Davis, and he's fouled. So we see what Coach Key wanted to do. He wanted to try to create a miss with a high enough rebound where maybe his team had an opportunity to come down with it. They did get the miss. The rebound off the carom off of the rim was flat. Came down to Ron Davis, who was immediately fouled. 1.5 seconds left in the basketball game. Ron Davis steps to the line now to shoot 2. Not the 1 and 1. It'll now be the 2 shot variety with 1.5 seconds left here in game number 2 of the 9th annual Dr. MLK Jr. Basketball Classic here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Here's Ron Davis shooting 2. And he misses. So we're not done yet. Not yet. But we need the fans to make some noise for this second of 2. And here they come. Ron Davis eyes in front of the basket. And he misses. 1 point. And it's good if it goes, and it's short. And that's how it'll end here on game number 2 of the 9th annual Dr. MLK Jr. Classic, Basketball Classic, being played here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. But the Builders unable to pull off the victory as they go down 76-73 to a very good, very scrappy, and very talented Stratford Cardinal basketball team under the tutelage of Coach Frank Chapman. For Evan Key, his team falls to 9-9 and 4-3 in conference play. But it was a good one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad you could be here with us. And again, we want to thank Bayport Credit Union for their continued title support of Builder Athletics. And as we get ready to wind things down here at game number 2, we're going to take a look at some final stats and see how this game actually played out. But you saw it yourself. Very exciting basketball being played by Coach Evan Key and his Builders. They came prepared tonight, but just weren't able to get quite over the hump right there at the end. It really looked like the Builders had an opportunity to tie things up late in the basketball game and force an overtime, and it came down to 3 foul shots from Brandon Joyner. 3 pressure-packed foul shots from Brandon Joyner. Unfortunately, Brandon wasn't able to hit any of them, and the Builders weren't able to recover, and they go down by a score of 76-73. Final score tally, stats tallies here. 21 points by Drew Walton. He led all scorers for the Builders. Corey Joyner able to put in 19 points of his own, along with 14 from Marion Moore. The leading rebounder in this afternoon's basketball game was Drew Walton, he was able to rip down 11 boards. Builders only turned the ball over 7 times. That's actually really, really good. For the visiting Cardinals of Stratford, their leading scorer, Ron Davis, he poured in 22 points, and they had balanced scoring all the way across the board with their starters, as Kendall Marshall put in 11 of his own, DeAndre DeMille put in 10, Jamonte Ricks 14, and Dominique Williams poured in 14. Rebounders, leading rebounder was Ron Davis with 13, and Jamonte Ricks pulled down 10 while only committing 11 turnovers. So a very well-played basketball game by both teams on both sides of the court, but unfortunately down the stretch, the Builders just could not hit those 3 clutch free throws from Joyner to get themselves into a halftime opportunity. So game ends 76-73. Fantastic game by both teams. Game number 3 is upcoming as Carolina Christian will be taking on Thomas Nelson Community College. So for Howard McCain here at Courtside, I've been joined all evening by my producer, engineer, Sekou Fry. He's our engineer producer, and we're going to sign off. But stick around. Action will be upcoming on Game 3 of the 9th Annual Dr. MLK Jr. Basketball Classic here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center.